Hello, my friends. I hope you are doing great today, and thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today, we are going to talk about something very important for students and for anyone who wants to learn better. Many people ask me, what is the best way to study? Or what is your number one study trick? Learning is not always easy, and there is no magic solution, but there is one powerful technique that can help almost everyone. In this video, I will explain my most powerful study trick that works for any school subject or any topic. You can use it for biology, history, English, math, physics, or anything else. This trick will help you understand faster, remember longer, and feel less stress. People say, please tell me the number one tip and tell me the secret. Usually, this is a hard question to answer. Everyone is different. But I have been thinking about this for a long time. I have thought about it, and I think I have an answer. I think there is one thing you can do, just one thing. If you do this one thing, everything changes. It will make you faster and remember more. Are you ready to hear it? I am very excited to share this with you. First, let's talk about how we normally study. Let's imagine a situation. Imagine you need to learn about a topic. Let's say the topic is biology, or maybe history. It can be any subject. It does not matter. You have a big book. You have a textbook. What do? Most people do the same thing. They open the book to page 1. They read the first sentence. Then they read the second sentence. Then the third sentence. They go in a line. They start at the beginning and they want to go to the end. This feels normal, right? We read stories this way. We watch movies this way. But for studying, this is often a big mistake. Let me explain why. Imagine you are reading page 1. You read a paragraph. The first sentence is easy. You understand it. You say, okay, good. The second sentence is also easy. But then you see the third sentence. This sentence is very hard. It has big words. It talks about a complex idea. You do not understand it. What do you do next? Most people stop. They read the hard sentence again. They think, I must understand this because I cannot go to page 2 if I do not understand page 1. So they read it again and again. They try to memorize the words. They repeat the words in their head. They try to force the information into their brain. But the brain says, no, I do not get it. This does not make sense. You start to feel tired. You start to feel frustrated. You might think, maybe I am not smart, or maybe this subject is too hard for me. You spend 20 minutes on one small paragraph. This is not efficient. Efficient means you save time and get good results. This way is slow and the results are bad. Why does this happen? It happens because you are missing something. You are missing the foundation. Imagine you want to build a house. Can you build the roof first? No. If you try to build the roof before the walls, the roof will fall down. You need the floor first, then the walls, then the roof. Knowledge is the same. Some ideas in your book are like the floor. They are simple and basic. Some ideas are like the roof. They are advanced and heavy. The problem is the book. The person who wrote the book knows everything. They are an expert. They put the ideas in an order that looks nice on paper, but they do not know your brain. They do not know what you know. Sometimes they put a roof idea on page 1. They put a floor idea on page 10. If you read from page 1 to page 10 in a straight line, you try to build the roof before the floor. Of course it is hard. You do not have the walls yet. Your brain cannot hold the roof. So, here is my big secret. Here is the powerful trick. You must change the order. You must control the order of your study. You do not have to follow the book. Books and teachers cannot always guess what you already know and what you do not know. Everyone has different background knowledge, so the book's order is not always the best order for you personally. This is why we need a better way. This is where my powerful study trick comes in. The technique is called order control. It means that you do not follow the book's order blindly. Instead, you choose your own order. You study the easy ideas first and skip the difficult ideas until later. Here is how you do it. Open your book and start reading. When you see something easy, read and learn it. Put it in your notes. But when you see something hard, stop. Do not read it again. Skip it. Yes, you heard me correctly. Just skip and jump over it. Go to the next paragraph or to page. You might think, but I need to know this, and if I skip it, I will fail. No, my friend, you will not fail. You are just waiting and saving it for later. You see, that hard idea is a roof idea. You are skipping it because you are looking for the walls. You are looking for the easy parts. So you keep reading. You skip the hard parts. You only read the easy parts. Maybe you skip 50% of the chapter. When you finish the chapter, look at what you have. You have understood all the easy parts. You have a general idea of the topic. You have built the floor and the walls. Your brain now has a structure. Now, step 2. Go back to the hard parts you skipped. Read them again. You will read that hard sentence and you will say, "Oh, I understand this now." Why? Because now you have context. The easy parts help you understand the hard parts. You can see how the ideas connect. Before, the hard idea was alone. Now, it has friends. It connects to the easy ideas you already learned. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to learn Year 9 biology, but you try to read a book for a doctor, a PhD book. You cannot understand it because you do not know the basics. Even in one chapter of a simple book, there are levels. Some sentences are level 1. Some sentences are level 10. If you try to learn a level 10 sentence first, you will get stuck. You will waste time. But if you find all the level 1 sentences first, you become stronger. Then you find the level 2 sentences, then level 3. By the time you get to level 10, you are ready. It is not level 10 anymore. It feels like level 5. This is the secret of order control, because you control the order. If you learn something too advanced too early, your brain becomes confused and tired. You forget most of the information. But if you learn ideas in the right order, your order, you learn faster and remember longer. Here is a practical plan for you to try today or tomorrow. First, get your book or your notes. Second, start reading fast. Read to find information. Third, use the 2-minute rule. If you read something and you don't understand it in 1 or 2 minutes, stop. Fourth, skip it. Make a small mark with your pencil. Then move on. Fifth, find the things you do understand. Write them down. Sixth, when you get to the end, go back to the start. Look at the things you skipped. You will see that many of them are now easy. It is easy because your brain built a network. If there are still things you don't understand after the second time, that's okay. Skip them again. When you skip and move, your brain stays awake. It says, "Oh, I know this." Also, think about your memory. Your working memory is like a small table. You can only put a few things on the table at one time. If you try to put a giant, heavy, complicated idea on the table first, the table breaks. Everything falls off. You forget everything. But if you put small, light things on the table, they stay. You organize them. Then you can put a heavier thing on top. The small things hold it up. Do not overload your brain. Do not try to be a hero and lift the heavy weight first. Be smart. Lift the light weights. Build your muscles. Then lift the heavy weight. This method helps you avoid rote learning. Rote learning is when you memorize without understanding, like a parrot. You say the words, but you don't know what they mean. This is bad. If you forget one word, you forget everything. But when you build a web of ideas, when you connect the easy parts to the hard parts, you truly understand. You do not need to memorize like a robot. You know it because it makes sense. It fits in your puzzle. So, my friends, I want you to be brave. Next time you study, try to skip. It feels wrong at first. It feels like you are being lazy. But you are not lazy. You are being strategic. You are being a general in a war. You attack the weak spots first. Then you surround the strong spots. This is how the best students learn. They do not just read harder, they read smarter. They know that the textbook is just a tool. They use the tool in their own way. I hope this helps you. I hope this makes your studying less painful. I want you to enjoy learning, because learning is a beautiful thing. It helps us grow. It helps us see the world in new ways. Do not let a bad method ruin learning for you. Take control. Use order control. Build your floor and walls, then put on the roof. Your house of knowledge will be strong. It will stand for a long time. Remember, you can do this. You are smart enough. You just need the right method. The biggest lesson of this video is simple. The biggest mistake in studying is trying to understand something before your brain is ready. The best way to study is to build your knowledge step by step. If something is difficult, skip it for now. Learn the easy parts first, and then come back later. That's all for today, my friends. I've covered a lot of information on the subject mentioned above. I did my best. Now it is your turn. Make sure to check out the playlist at the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for joining me and watching this video. If you like this video, then please like, share, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss the future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now, my dear friends.